In a quiet alley, a little soul wandered alone, and then he found it. A small bowl waiting, as if someone knew he'd come. But halfway through, he stopped. Not because he was full, because he remembered. Somewhere behind him, hidden from the world, there was someone smaller, someone more afraid, someone who had never found a bowl waiting for him. "Come, I found something. It's for you too." And there, side by side, they ate from the same bowl. And behind the door, a heart was watching. And that heart understood. That evening, there were 2 bowls, 2 full bellies, and 2 small hearts that would never be alone again. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together. In a quiet garden, 2 kittens lived on opposite sides of a small stream. Every day, they watched each other, but they couldn't cross. One day, the white kitten found a wooden plank in the grass. He pushed it all the way to the water. On the other side, the gray kitten understood. He grabbed the other end. Together, they made a bridge. One step, then another. And for the first time, they met. They played, they rested, they became inseparable. Then a storm came and washed the bridge away. They stood on opposite sides again, alone. But here's what the storm didn't know. On both sides, they had the same idea. One found a branch, the other found bark, and they built a new bridge, together, stronger than before. Friendship isn't about never being apart. It's about always finding your way back. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together. In a forgotten courtyard, an old cat lived alone. No one looked at him anymore. One morning, a tiny cry. A kitten, so small he could barely walk, stumbled across the concrete and crawled straight to him. Something in the old cat woke up. He taught him how to drink, how to hide, how to hunt. Every night they slept side by side. The kitten grew. The old cat slowed down. One evening, the old cat lay down in the sunlight and closed his eyes. The kitten curled up against him like every other night. But the next morning, he didn't wake up. Time passed. The kitten became a cat, strong, calm. Then one day, a tiny cry. A kitten stumbling across the concrete. And without thinking, he wrapped his tail around the little one, exactly the way it was done for him. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together. They met in spring, in a meadow full of flowers. One was dark as night, the other golden as the sun. They didn't need a reason, they just ran toward each other. Summer came. They chased the wind. They were everything to each other. Then the leaves began to fall. He slowed down. She covered him with leaves, one by one. He closed his eyes in the autumn light and didn't open them again. Winter was silent. She walked alone through the snow. She still slept in a curve, leaving space for someone who was gone. But winter always ends. Where he used to sleep, a golden flower pushed through the snow. Then 2, then 3. A golden butterfly rose from the petals and flew beside her as the meadow came back to life. She wasn't alone anymore. He was everywhere. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together. At the top of an old lighthouse, a kitten lived alone. Every night the light turned. Every night no one came. Then one evening the storm hit, and down on the rocks, in the rain and the waves, a tiny kitten was holding on with everything he had. The kitten at the top saw him and did something he had never done before. Down the stairs, out the door, into the wind, the rain, the crashing sea. He found the little one, soaked, shaking, barely alive. He pushed him, nudged him, carried him up the rocks, step by step, through the storm. Up the cliff, through the door, up the stairs. And when they reached the top, he gave him his blanket and lay beside him on the cold stone floor. The next morning, the storm was gone. The sun rose over a calm sea, and for the first time, two silhouettes sat in the window. The light still turns every night, but now it means something different. It means home. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together. Every morning, he filled 2 bowls. Every evening, one was still full. He ate from his. The other one, he kept ready. No one understood why, but he remembered. He remembered a small gray face, blue eyes, a white star on a tiny chest. He remembered sharing a bowl when they had nothing, and it being enough. That was a long time ago. The gray kitten was gone, but the bowl stayed. Then one morning, a sound at the end of the alley. Small paws on the cobblestones. A tiny kitten, gray fur, green eyes. He walked to the bowl, pushed it forward, the way it was once done for him. The kitten ate, and for the first time in a long time, both bowls were empty. That evening, they slept side by side, one big, one small. 2 bowls, both clean. Some places we keep are not about the past. They're a promise to the future. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together. He never slept. Not really. His eyes stayed open in the dark. Every sound, every shadow, every creak of the old wood made him freeze. Then one evening, someone came. A small brown kitten. Calm, quiet, slow. That night, the brown kitten did something no one had done before. He sat facing the room and watched. He stayed awake so someone else could rest. Night after night, the same ritual. One slept, one guarded. But watching every night has a cost. And one morning, the white kitten woke up to find his guardian asleep, exhausted. The white kitten stood up quietly and took the watch. Now it was his turn. That evening, they lay down side by side, and for the first time, both closed their eyes at the same time. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and let's share more together.